Last time around, we started our journey through the brutal, unforgiving and hardcore world of Digimon World VICE. We were given no time to explore or even breathe as the demon Greymon began to haunt our very existence, and our nightmares as well. You do not know fear until you see this Greymon chasing after you. Many times, our partner Digimon were annihilated by this unrelenting monstrosity as we tried to escape and find some food. We tried our best to find a champion of our own who could stand up to the evil Greymon and bring us salvation. Our hard work brought us a Tyrannomon, who ate all the food we were able to save. And then, in the most important fight of his life, he derped out and got his butt whooped. Greymon continued to stand tall as Tyrannomon passed away. But from the ashes of despair, a new hope was soon born. A hope that continued to grow and become stronger and stronger. Eventually, our hope was able to digivolve to the ultimate level, becoming a friend who we could really depend on. And after falling short so many times, we were finally able to overcome our nemesis, as Greymon, at last, fell to his knees in submission. After spending what felt like an eternity in darkness, it appeared that it was the dawn of a new day. We were now able to make some progress in our journey, but our McHope only had one life left. Every battle could potentially be his last. And while we thought that Greymon was a massive challenge, there were plenty of terrifying enemies out there, far stronger than the Gatekeeper. The Kunimon seemed like a pushover, but it gave us the battle of our lives, as McHope the Gyromon barely survived it. After that, things appeared to be going our way. Many powerful enemies fell at the feet of our tiny friend, and I thought that the good times would never end. As soon as I began to be overly positive, this terrifying mod tried to take my hope away once again. Yet, we've proven time and time again that we will not be broken. But how will we overcome the many scary challenges that lie ahead? Well, I hope you've got your snacks and Pepsi ready, because it is time for me to tell you the rest of the story. After Gyromon was destroyed by that evil Bakemon, we were left with a tiny new friend to train. But things were certainly a lot easier now. That psychotic Greymon was gone, and we had access to an item shop as well. This generation of McHope won't have to go hungry at the very least. Soon, a brand new Patamon showed up. For this one, I had a very precise plan. I trained him in specific ways in order to help him digivolve into its rightful digivolution, Angemon. Why is that, you may be wondering? Have I got a thing for this angelic dude? No, there's a bigger plan here. This took a while, and I had to be very careful and make sure I avoided any care mistakes, as the virus meter was already high from the previous generation that we've trained so far. I really did not want our friend here to digivolve into a Sukamon, so I tried my best to avoid that outcome. And eventually, the work I put into training this Patamon paid off, as Angemon graced us with his presence. I thought it was a good idea to spend a bit of time training the brain stat, in order to potentially get more moves. Having access to a variety of attacks is really important, especially in this mod. Angemon did end up learning Wind Cutter, and wouldn't you know it, it turned out to be Angemon's special attack. 500 power is insanely high, and I kinda considered abandoning the big plan I had and going on with Angemon. But no, that wouldn't be any fun. So in any case, it was time for the next part of the plan. This Angemon was brought here for a very good reason. Now, we will have all the wild enemies out there kick the diddly out of it, as I will stand by and watch, like some sort of weirdo. This is not done only for the purpose of enjoyment. I mean, my online friends in the chat and I aren't completely insane. In case you don't know, when Angemon loses a life while his discipline is low, there is a 50% chance for him to start digivolving right after. That is what I'm trying to achieve here. After much consideration, it was decided to let this random red Vegemon have the honor of beating up our Angemon, which it did pretty quickly, to be honest. As we were warped back to Digimon's house, we all excitedly waited for a Digivolution, which did not happen. That was very disappointing, I have to say. Some people may be wondering why I didn't reload a save to retry this until I got what I wanted. But I decided early on that I will take things as they come, without saves coming. That is the nerdhood way. This meant that we only had one more chance to get this right. If not, I would have to change my plan entirely and train this Angemon in a different way altogether. Still, there was one more chance. Chat and I had an idea. Instead of letting some random wild enemy kick Angemon in the face, why not treat this as a scouting mission and see what kind of boss fight we could look forward to in the Great Canyon area? So that's where we decided to go. The invisible bridge allowed us to get to our new destination. Although I felt Angemon should have just carried us there without the aid of the bridge. Once here, we proceeded to fall off the side of a cliff, which would usually result in the demise of most individuals, but our protagonist is simply built different. Although I did notice that the Angemon did nothing to prevent our fall. Perhaps he doesn't like us anymore after that whole thing with the red Vegemon earlier. Anyway, we eventually came to an elevator and made our way to the top floor. Normally, there is a Birdramon hiding around here, but Chat and I wondered if there would be a surprise here for us. I definitely thought there would be, and not a pleasant one. And sure enough, we were ambushed by a Phoenixmon. The Birdramon had finally digivolved. This was certainly not going to be a fight that Angemon could possibly win, but how strong was this Phoenixmon? Let's take a look. Well, Angemon, it was nice knowing you. Whoa, 45, all 45 damage, 1700 damage. Oh my god, 3-shot. Survive! Getting 3-shot. Respect. It's your call. It's your call, Angemon. Do whatever you want to do. Well, Angemon chose to pass away. Well, that was short and certainly not sweet. That Phoenixmon absolutely destroyed our Angemon in seconds. I mean, I don't think it had to do Angemon dirty like that. But this was it. The final opportunity for McHope to turn into something more chaotic. Yes, our Angemon wasn't able to simply brush off that defeat. That deadly Phoenixmon broke something inside of him and caused him to digivolve into the incarnation of darkness itself, Devimon. But what was the point of this? Why bother getting Devimon? I'm sure those questions are bouncing around in your head. Do not worry, dear viewer. There was a very good reason behind this madness. For you see, this mod doesn't simply have ridiculously powered up enemies and bosses. There are a few cool things for the players as well. A couple of secret Digivolutions that we could acquire if we tried hard enough. But Devimon isn't nearly old enough for that yet, so we might as well make some progress in the meantime. So it's time to play the mini-game that everyone universally dislikes. And for that, we need to visit the Monochromon shop. Here, the Monochromon will tell us that it's hard, and that he doesn't sell much stuff. Maybe that's because he's scaring away the customers. I know I wouldn't want to be there. Well, as hard as things may be, we gotta help him make enough of a profit. This whole thing is really not fun. Anyone who has played Digimon World 1 will tell you that. In case you aren't aware of what happens here, let me give you a quick rundown. Various Digimon can come in and ask for one of three things: meat, portable potty, or medicine. You can either sell at the normal price, raise the price for more profit, or lower the price. Generally speaking, it's never a good move to lower prices. In fact, the customers make no sense whatsoever. It's like they don't understand how haggling or bargaining actually works. Take this Gaburimon for example. He wants to buy medicine, which is awesome for us. That's the item we can make the most profit off of. Anyway, I offer it to the goblin for 1200 bits. Gaburimon thinks that's too much. Fair enough, I'm overcharging him after all. So I double down and offer it to him for 1300 bits. Gaburimon still feels that I'm charging too much. Yes, my friend, I, in fact, raised my price right in front of you. So I thought about it for a while, and after factoring in the friends and family discount, I gave him the final price of 1400 bits, which he finally agrees to. Maybe the poor thing got confused by all the numbers or something? But yes, this is business. Weedmon are the worst customers by far. I've never seen one buy medicine before. I ran into a series of Weedmon who kept asking for meat and then a portable potty right after that. In my mind, it was the same Weedmon who kept getting sick because of the meat and then came back in for the portable potty. Although none of it makes sense since there's a bathroom right outside, but I don't know. Maybe Monochromon is selling substandard meat. I wouldn't put it past him. Running a shop like this out here, I bet it's difficult. Or hard, if you prefer that term instead. Anyway, this challenge is all about getting lucky with the RNG. There's a set profit amount that needs to be met. It's more manageable in this mod, but it's still pretty hard to get it done. I think I had to try 4 times to finally get it done, after getting lucky with a bunch of medicine buyers on the last attempt. Thank goodness, because each try takes 8 hours off of the lifespan of our partner. After finishing this up though, Devimon was old enough to digivolve. The only problem was that the chat and I did not know the requirements when it came to the secret digivolution. Thankfully though, the creator of the mod happened to be in the chat. The Vice man was kind enough to push us in the right direction when it came to the criteria that we needed to meet. Our Devimon needed a bit more happiness, it seemed. I figured that a blue apple would do the trick. And then... At long last, the secret digivolution that has long been stuff of rumors has finally become reality. Yes, my friends, you can acquire the legendary Myotismon in this mod. Very cool, I think we can all agree. He also brought a brand new move with him, but I felt that acquiring another move would be wise, especially if we could find Myotismon's special boosted attack. But even after a whole lot of brain training, no new moves were found. Quite unfortunate. It seems we'll have to find some cool new moves in a different way. I did try out the new move which Myotismon came with against a Sukaimon first. It's alright, but even Sukaimon was able to block it plenty of times and put up a fight against our vampire friend. Not ideal, especially considering the kind of foes who we'll have to deal with soon. There was one place where we could find some new attacks though. While staying as far away as possible from that Pokemon in the cemetery, we made our way to the Grey Lord's mansion. Myotismon felt quite at home here, which makes sense. This mansion is owned by a Myotismon after all. While there is a whole storyline in the mansion that we can play out, that's not why we are here right now. You see, there are a couple of Soulmon here who know some nifty moves. Of course, they're definitely very strong, and our partner only has 1 life left, but it was a risk we needed to take in order to find the strength to go beyond. It appeared that we were in luck, as 2 of the Soulmon ran away immediately. Very good. I don't think it would have been a fun fight for us if we had to take on all 3 of them at the same time. But even 1 Soulmon is no joke. It might not hold a candle to the demon Pokemon hanging around the cemetery, but this might be a long-lost cousin or something. But can you imagine how strong we'd be if we had one of those electrifying moves ourselves? Still, it is a good thing that we have the awesome power of GG Gaming, trademark pending, on our side. Otherwise, who knows what would have happened? We do get the upper hand against our ghostly foe at the end of the day, but unfortunately we did not pick up any new moves. Very depressing indeed. Our Myotismon needed a nap afterwards to calm himself down. But that's okay. Round 2 versus the Soulmon. Lots of shocking attacks happen again, really putting the hurt on our Myotismon. This is definitely not easy. Some might even say that it's hard. We come out on top again, but still without a new move to show for all the pain our partner had to suffer. Quite unfortunate. Okay, let's try that one more time. Wait, two of them this time? I am glad that the rainbow attack can hit everyone. Otherwise, this could have been a really bothersome fight. Still, it goes on for a long while. I could have finished a whole Pepsi and started another one easily. Not that you should do that. That much Pepsi is not good for the average person. So you better be above average if you want to try something like that. Myotismon was the only one left standing at the end of the battle. And finally, we have picked up a dangerous new move. Megalospark has been attained. Yay! Let's check out how strong this move is. What the heck? That's a hilarious amount of power. This isn't a regular Megalospark. This is the mythical, long lost and forgotten GG Gaming inspired attack. This is the Megalospank. We had to try out our shiny new move, and who better to do that against than the Modoki Betamon? It was about time that they learned that this isn't their territory anymore. One spank was all it took. That poor thing got spanked so hard, he dookied out a gold acorn. That makes sense to me, I think. But enough with the Modoki Betamon bullying. We gotta test our newfound strength against bigger, badder foes, right? So Chat and I decided that it was time to pay a visit to the Miramon in Drill Tunnel. He sure seems like a tough dude, but is he tough enough to handle a thorough spanking? Let's find out. It is time for GG Gaming to take center stage once more. Do it, Myotisman. Oh, we got interrupted. No problem, Myotisman. Oh my goodness, 1200 damage. Again, Myotisman. Destroy him. Destroy. Miramon enjoyers in depression because it took 10 seconds. Whoa, that was a blink and you'll miss it kind of fight, wasn't it? Miramon had the tough guy nonsense spanked right out of him. I thought it would be easy, but not this easy. Maybe now this island will finally respect us. Soon they will tremble at the sight of McHope. Well, how the turntables, as Michael Scott would say. So now, the good people in the chat and I felt a lot more comfortable exploring places. We came upon this Unimon who was in pain. We tried to help, but the darn ungrateful creature tried to bite the hand that tried to help it. If there was ever someone who needed a thorough megalo spanking, this Unimon was it. And Myotismon absolutely did not hold back. This Unimon had to be sent to the clinic afterwards. It should not have taken our kindness as a sign of weakness. And so we traveled across the Gear Savannah, coming across spoiled brats who needed to be taught some discipline. This Patamon tried way too hard to put up a fight, but was quickly spanked into oblivion. While we were having the time of our lives, the game thought we were having too much fun and decided to crash our party by literally crashing. This set us back quite a bit, which meant we had to go back and do a lot of spanking all over again. But we had the wind in our sails. We weren't gonna give up now, game, even if you did try to play dirty after we had finally gotten the upper hand. Anyway, after catching up, I did remember to go and look for another recruit in the savannah, who I forgot about last time. Usually, there's a Biomon hanging around here as well. But in this mod, that Biomon has digivolved into Birdramon. Alright, good for Biomon. But it seems like it didn't get much of a brain increase from digivolving, as it ignorantly tries to take on our McHope. Not a smart idea, really. The bird had to be reminded of its place. And what better way to do it than through the awesome power of Megalo Spanking. Very good, let's move on. By this point, we had made enough progress to trigger a special event. You know the one I'm talking about, right? For those who don't know, after enough Digimon join the city, Greymon shows up to pick a fight. As far as I was concerned, this was the same Greymon from before, back for a rematch. Well, if it couldn't handle Gyromon, I don't know what hope he had against our new McHope. Let's run it back. Let's show him that we are even stronger than we were before. GG gaming away! Whoa, 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 that's a lot of damage. But that's a lot of damage too. Even though, no, he has it too. What? What the heck? Okay, he has come prepared, is what I can see. It's a lot of damage. Oh, right in the ass. That one. We got stunned again. Maya Tisman, I know you're sleepy. Oh, here we go. What kind of damage? Worth using a large MP floppy for? Nah, it's alright. The Nova Flame isn't all that hot. Use it! Use it! Hit him in the tushy! In the gray jewels! Yo, that's a ton of damage! Finish him off! Finish him off there! Oh wait, why did you fall twice? Finish him off! Myotismon for the win. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. The former gatekeeper no longer poses a threat to us. Greymon may have been beaten before, but now it has been utterly and completely spanked. From here, we roamed around the island, looking for more foes to beat up, and more Digimon to recruit to the city. But first, Chat and I felt that it was time for some payback. That Bakemon in Overdell Cemetery has been a thorn in our side for a while now. He's pretty fast, we know that. But was he fast enough to avoid the megalo spanking that he deserved? Well, we had to go and find out, right? Get him, Myotismon! Destroy him before the fight starts! Yo! What's up now, Bakemon? What's up now? Oh, you got your ice statues? Well, you're about to get spanked, bro. Here's a megalo... Oh, not yet. We'll give you a shot. We'll give you a chance. But how about a megalo spank? Huh? You might not have a visible butt, but we will spank you regardless. Here's a double flop. Don't worry, Myotismon. I am here to support you. That Bakemon tried to run away while our Myotismon was paralyzed, but he realized there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. You're gonna get the spanking. You're gonna get the spanking, Bakemon. It's all ogre now. Ah yes, old Casper here really didn't see this coming, I imagine. Even ghostly beings will not escape Myotismon and his spanking. The forefathers of McHope can now rest easier. Next, we headed over to the Dino region for our next fight. This Meteormon may not look too tough, or too smart, or too cute, and that's because he's none of these things. Okay, he might be cute for some people, I don't know, but he's definitely not tough, as he is quickly annihilated by McHope and his lightning hands. Those hands are definitely not to be trifled with. While Meteormon here doesn't join the city at the end of the day, Tyrannomon is pushed into doing that by the helpful and inspiring words of Master Tyrannomon. What a nice guy. But there's more to be done here besides getting Tyrannomon. We've been running low on item space for a while now. The only way to get more space is to find Nanimon. He can actually be found back in Meteormon's space after the Master Tyrannomon sequence. Normally, he doesn't try to fight in the base game, but as is the case for practically every Digimon around here, he too wants a battle. He really should have just run away when he had the chance, as McHope does to him what our enemies were doing to us not too long ago. But it's okay, Nanimon, don't resist it. You deserve the spanking too, I'm sure. Well then, we've got more item space now. Yay! To be fair, there is one more enemy that deserves some punishment for what they did to our Angemon not too long ago. I guess you could say we played a role in what happened, but I would like to put all the blame on that Phoenixmon. But of course, before we can have our rematch, we gotta deal with a bit of a bandit problem. Ogremon is a fan favorite, and this fight may have looked pretty scary a while back, but not so much now. These bandits don't know that it is spanking season, and our McHope is hankering for a spankering. Oh, what's happening? Oh, I thought the game froze for a second. Okay. Whoa, okay, insta stun on the ogre. Myotisman isn't even looking at the other ones. He's just going for the ogre. He doesn't care. Oh my god, did you see the triple block? The legendary triple block. And the hit stun taking away the efficiency of those attacks. Wow. But let's one more hit on the ogre. Oh, it's all ogre now. Ogremon. And the poor babies are all left alone. What are they going to do? Not much. I don't imagine. I haven't used a single item, honestly, just watching the fight at this point. 1800. Oh, 2000. Good lord. Relax, Myotisman, relax. They may have had the numbers, but that only meant that McHope had more butts to spank. We'll find them again soon enough. And now, it's time for the rematch. Phoenixmon may have overwhelmed us last time, but we were pretty unprepared then. This time we are ready to spank that Phoenix into the afterlife. We're gonna get our KFC today. Oh, he also has Megalospark, okay. So we have to be a bit careful. Alright, no worries. He's fast as well. Wow, gonna have to rely on the large HPs, huh? We were stunned there, Phoenixmon. Don't get too full of yourself. Okay, right. We're good to go still. Yeah, yo, it's already. I thought this would be a longer fight. Chicken already cooked. Dinner is served. Courtesy of GG Gaming. I don't think that this Phoenix would be rising from the ashes anytime soon. Honestly, if Phoenixmon didn't have a chance, then what hope could the other residents of File Island have now? Things were terrible for us when we started, that's for sure. But having spent so much time in this disturbing world, it seems our partner has become somewhat of a monster himself now. Our McHope would truly be at home in Dark Souls at this point. Although I don't know how people over there would feel about being spanked into the afterlife. Anyway, our ogre friend may have fled to a different swamp, but that won't save him from us. The ogre gang hasn't really changed at all since our last fight a few moments ago. It's still Shrek and a few cannon fodder friends of his. McHope takes care of them very quickly. No time to waste on trash like this. We then go around the ogre fortress and take anything we can get our hands on. Afterwards, while chasing the ogre, we stop by to help a damsel in distress in Shelmon, who thanks our helping hand, as many have done before, by trying to attack us. No good deed goes unpunished, as they say. While this Shelmon may not be good, it won't go unpunished either, as McHope the Myotisman gives Shelmon the spanking it deserves for its atrocious behavior. It quickly lowers its head in shame, as many have done before. GG Gaming for another win. It was now time to wander into the Freezeland. Our big friend Vamon here has some trouble with a bad crowd in his crib, so of course we gotta go help him out. The ogre must be sick of us at this point, for we are here to kick him out once more from another swamp that he wanted to call his own. But he's got a secret weapon with him this time, which remains the same in this mod too. A Varusidramon. Truthfully, this was the battle which I have been concerned about for a while. Would Varusidramon be enough to finally put an end to the spank-happy rampage of McHope? Alright, let's do this! Full-powered Myotisman. Oh, okay. Blocked that, but here's the first of many spankings. Blocking, oh my god, look at those blocks! Don't know what that Varusidramon was doing. Oh, it's an ice statue, of course. Of course. I would be shocked if anything didn't have ice statue. Still hanging in there. Still doing that. Myotisman always just goes straight for the ogre. No matter what is going on, he goes straight for him. Gonna throw a big HP flop. It's a Gabumon going for a finisher. That hits relatively hard. Varusidramon. I'm gonna preemptively throw an HP floppy there. Oh, that Gabumon. You're gonna pay for that. hit earlier, Gabumon. Time to meet your maker. There it goes. Now it's a 1v1. Well, it will be as soon as we stop being stunned. But I don't think it's going to be all that hard. Our Myotismon is the one. Whoa, almost like it's over 9,000 HP. Over 9,000. Is it while he's still stunned? Perfect. I can't. Okay, just about the same as before. Oh, the Dark Thunder. The Dark Thunder, he's given up. Look at him. His head was bowed. He's gone. He knows it's over. Faster than we are, but that's it. It took a little longer than we should have, but another boss spanked. It appears I did not really need to worry after all. The battle may have been a long one, but it never really seemed like McHope wasn't gonna get the job done. He may only have one trick, but he doesn't need any more fancy moves when he has something as lethal as the Megalo Spank. No butt is safe from this Myotismon and his mighty lightning hands. But of course, we need a lot more prosperity points before we can think about the end. I don't want to bore you though, so here's a montage of many File Island fiends getting the spanking that they may not have wanted, but the one that they certainly deserved. Probably. Phew, that took a while. I bet our McHope's hands are pretty dang warm right now. We did also pay a visit to the mansion and check out the OG Myotismon. He looks kinda pathetic to me in front of our monster, to be honest with you. For those who don't know, the mansion storyline ends with a fight against a nasty looking Skull Greymon. While this thing may look threatening, it doesn't have what it takes to go up against the mighty McHope, and it gets its bony behind absolutely destroyed. Another victim of GG Gaming. But here we are. Nothing could stand in the way of our quest to open up Mount Infinity. Myotismon is nearing the end of his time with us, and I had intended to train a new Digimon for the final stretch. But my friends in chat really wanted McHope the Myotismon to be the one who took us over the finish line. First, we had to put Airdramon out of commission, who for some reason is just thrown into the back of Digimon's house instead of the actual clinic in town. I guess nobody really cares about Airdramon. But now, it was time to bum rush Mount Infinity. There are some new enemies around here, but we have no time for sightseeing. We gotta go fast before Myotismon kicks the bucket. Our first boss, as always, is Devimon, a friend of ours from not too long ago, but this one needs some ultra quick spanking. Here's a fun fact. Devimon has over 10,000 HP in this mod, quite literally breaking the HP limit. But all that HP won't do him any good when all he can really do is get all that life slowly spanked out of him. It's a reasonably long battle, but Megalo Spank hasn't let us down yet. And it doesn't let us down now. Soon, Devimon has been saved. And by saved, I of course mean spanked real good. Next up is the terrifying Megadramon. Well, he would be terrifying if we did not have something even worse fighting on our side. Megadramon has even more HP than the Devimon, so that is pretty ludicrous. But as was the case for Devimon, the massive HP simply means that he gets to receive even more shocking slaps to the bum from Myotismon. He does try to put up a fight, to be fair. His finisher does a substantial chunk of damage, but it's all for naught. For at the end of the day, McHope stands tall, once more. We've seen this plenty of times before, but it doesn't get old. But unfortunately, this is where tragedy struck. While we were trying to figure out if it was alright to let McHope sleep, not knowing if he'd ever wake up, this mod tried to break our spirit by crashing once more. All that work we just did went down the drain in an instant. And even worse, our last save was made many fights ago. So we had to redo quite a few things to make up for that crash. It was pretty soul-crushing. But perhaps, more than anything, it was a sign. A sign that Myotismon was not destined to conquer Mount Infinity. That privilege belonged to another, yet unseen friend. So I decided to prepare for the arrival of the one who would save the world. For that, I figured it would be a good idea to improve the gym. To do that, we need to fish up Seedramon, which is pretty tough to do with an old rod. But we did it through the power of GG Gaming, proving its effectiveness once again. In Beetleland, there are two recruits of note, Kuwagamon and Kabuterimon. In the normal game, they join you without a fuss. But surely things won't be that easy here. Still, I wasn't worried. What could a measly Kuwagamon or Kabuterimon do? He would have to bring a bunch of reinforcements to have any chance in... Wait, what? He did bring friends? Oh boy, this might get ugly. The Quag again going up against the 999. Whoa! He blocked. Myotismon doing the Ultra Instinct GG Gaming. And there's the first... Oh, these guys, they all have a lot of HP. My goodness. And they have poisoned our McHope here. We hanging. He's hanging in there, showing them why they call him the Mech Spanker. Double. It's the double. The double stun. The legendary double stun. Look at this image. 2 stunned, 1 going for the finisher. McHope just standing there with his butt turned towards them. He's got... They are losing hope. We have McHope and they're losing it. Oh, here's another finish. My goodness, do they charge their finishers quick? What the heck? Excuse me, sir. What kind of... What is happening on this Beetle land? Spam, Editor Man, spam! The lightning! Yes! It's enough to knock out one of them. We are holding our own here in this Beetle land with the Quagga Bang. Show them what you got. Block it. Yep, he's down. An electric... Oh, he's not down yet. One more. Now he's down. Okay, now time this finisher. Like a champ. Like a Pog champ. Okay, now do it. Do it. Yes. Spam, Editor Man. Spam the buttons. Yes, almost. Almost to the max. Here's another Dark Thunder from the sky. Put him in the ground. It's time to end this Quagga band. GG Gaming. Ooh, that was a fight and a half. That Quagga gang nearly Quagga banged us. Myotismon may be super old, but all that battle experience, combined with a hefty amount of GG Gaming, made the difference here. Oh well, at least we made it. So, of course, Kabuterimon was probably gonna pull a similar move. But it can't be harder than the Quagga gang, right? Spoiler, things are about to get hard. These winged fiends... We will show you the meaning of GG Gaming right after a quick HP chip. Block. Oh, goodness me! Triple block! My god! Intense GG Gaming. Oh, they got that bug attack, don't they? That nasty old bug attack, and they are charging up. Whoa, 800 damage. Oh! Dodging while face shifting. Okay, punch. Oh, goodness me. The punch is what flattens? What? Excuse me? Oh, this is gonna take a while. Where's my MP chip? Where's my health? Oh my god. They hit hard. These Kabuterimon are really hard. There's the MP. Okay, you got this, Myotismon. I still believe. I believe in the gospel of GG Gaming. I will always believe. Oh, there's the electrocution. Yeah, we gotta be careful with the items too, Gotta get the most bang for our buck. He blocked this finisher. Really? Showed him. Okay, understand. Oh, 2800. Excuse me, sir. Okay, we still believe. Everyone in this chat believes in you, McHope. My goodness, 3000 damage. Are they getting stronger or are we getting weaker? Did we have protection lying around? No, we do not. Okay. No worries. No worries. Can you use a finisher while you're in in the baby form? Like, this is hard, the Quagamon fight, just because of the dang flattening. This is unnecessary. This amount of nonsense, but we're making slow progress. Eventually, oh goodness me. Okay, don't go for that. Go for the spark. Go for the spank. It's the 3 Kabuteri, the Kabuteri Gan 1 Vamp. Yes. Is this really happening? Oh, they actually hit themselves for that one. Okay, we got one of them down. Finally, we're making some progress. The prominence beam spam is a bit much. Yes. Okay, timed it well. All right, come on. Yo, that's an interrupt as well. Oh, he timed it. We timed it, you guys. Chat. Let's see the GG Gaming in the chat. We need it. It's down to 1. It's Kabuteri versus the... Oh, that interrupt. Spicy. So very, very spicy, that one. Oh, not properly timed. Okay, but we might not need it. I believe in him. Go premium HP. That's what we've been saving you for. Moments like this. It's almost over. He's got it. He's got it. Finish him off. Finish him. He has stopped moving. My goodness, that was a battle that left me and the chat breathless. The combination of stat boosting moves, lasers and such quick attacks, and terrible status effects too. This was the most intense fight since the Kunimon one. I don't think I'd ever want to face the Kabuteri gang again. While our McHope did manage to get to the finish line against 2 absurdly hard boss fights, it was all that he had left in the tank. As finally, to the massive relief of almost the entire island, the megalo-spanking Myotismon passed on, leaving only an egg behind. Farewell, old friend. You were awesome. But the Digimon that will hatch from this egg, it will be the one to save us all. Chat wanted a new name for our new friend, a name that would send shockwaves across the land and strike fear into the hearts of all evildoers and deceitful creatures. So the chat voted for the incredibly powerful name, Jeff. Yep, that's a thing now. Jeff, with the lowercase letters too. Well, maybe it'll catch the bad guys off guard or something. But more importantly, remember all those stat chips we received over the course of the game? Well, this little buddy of ours is gonna chomp on each and every one of them. Gotta get those gains, am I right? And for this would-be savior, I wanted to try and go for something truly special. Myotismon at least existed in the normal game in some form. He could be found in the mansion storyline and even be fought in the arena afterwards. But there is one Digimon whose existence has long been rumored, for decades even, yet never proven. Well, among the many amazing things that this mod has added to the game, perhaps this one is the most satisfying. Once more, the very cool creator of the mod was in the chat to push me in the right direction. Thank you for your help, wise man. For you see, this secret, long-lost Digivolution has finally been uncovered, and it is time for us to check it out with our own eyes. Behold, the long-lost Garurumon many have dreamed of. Rejoice, brethren, for your dreams have finally become reality. Yes, Veer Garurumon is indeed a playable Digimon in this mod. And if we were to check out its moves, hilariously but perhaps quite understandably, Sonic Jab is Veer Garurumon's special attack. It apparently does a stupid amount of damage considering the MP cost. Well, Jeff won't have to worry about running out of MP too often, I guess. But we had to do a test, right? And what better sparring partner for our new friend than our old friend Madoki Betamon? I'm sure he'd love to help us. Oh, now that was nice! The Poke of Doom! That Madoki Betamon probably didn't enjoy that as much as I did, though. For a bit more training and for more poking, I thought it was a good idea to check out the Ice Sanctuary. There were plenty of enemies here to practice the poke on. Our boy needed some practice before the finale after all. Soon, we were able to save Angemon, and obviously, he chooses to repay us for our help by trying to hurt us. How typical. We do get to see a glaring weakness of the Poke of Doom though. The range is extremely short, and the opposing Digimon can simply walk around it if they wanted to. And the damage output isn't nearly as substantial as what Myotismon was putting out with the Megalospark. I suppose it's understandable, but I don't like it. In order to have another option on hand, I decided it would be a good idea to have Veer Garurumon have access to Megalospark too. Sure, he can't use the Megalospank like Myotismon could, but he'll keep the old vampire's memory alive in a way. Anyway, after getting the stats pumped up for the final challenge, Jeff and I were on our way to revisit Mount Infinity for the last time. Before anything else, check out the slick moves I used to avoid these Vermillimon. Pretty nifty, right? Pretty soon, we made our way back to Devimon once more. The first major fight for Veer Garurumon. Was he ready for it? Well, it turns out he was more than ready to troll this Devimon. The Poke of Doom doesn't do a lot of damage, but it just keeps Devimon from doing much of anything. This is the first move I've seen that outspeeds Ice Sanctuary, which, of course, Devimon does have access to. Eventually, Devimon does figure out that he needed to create some space between himself and the serial poker. But even then, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Soon, Devimon has the fight poked out of him completely. A new kind of GG gaming, but still pretty effective, I'd say. Next up on the list is Megadramon, and really, this is a very similar fight to the last one. Megadramon does try to run away and create some distance between himself and Jeff, but it's not very effective. But in this fight, we discover a new strategy. One that could get around the problem we have with the Poke of Doom. Using Megalospark to stun, and then poking our opponent as fast as possible. It is a strategy that brings back something familiar, and combines it with something new. The past and the present, working together to eradicate the darkness which shrouds this land. This combination is far too strong for Megatramon, who is defeated after a rather long fight. Only 2 more battles to go. And on the next floor, we meet Metal Greymon. He too must be swept aside so that we can meet the one responsible for all this. The last barrier before the final boss. Is Metal Greymon packing any surprises for us? Let's find out. You want this? You want these hands? Well, come and get some then, Metal Greymon. Yeah, they have over the max stats for sure. He's got like 12,000 HP. He's getting poked though. He's getting that poke. Slow and steady poke there. He keeps going for the same move. What? Postman coming in with another support. Thank you, Postman. I do hope the post work is going well and it's keeping you happy. The slow demise of Metal Greymon. Poking. Oh, he survived it. And he never got a single shot off. My God. Well, that was fun. But now, with Metal Greymon gone, there's only one more fight left. A journey that was filled with so many difficulties in the beginning, until our McHope set the stage alight with his brilliance, and overcame everything that came in his way, paving the path for Jeff to finish this story. And now, one opponent remains. The age-old foes, Analog Man and Machine Raman. Will this be a day filled with sadness or salvation? Invoke GG Gaming one last time. Jeff Gaming as well, why not? It is the end. Jeff, poke him later. Now Jeff, now! It's your opportunity! Poke him! 200 damage! 13,000 HP! 222, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a while. Oh Jeff, good lord, that hurt! Just for these moments. Yes! Oh no, he's going for the finisher! Oh dear lord. Primo HP it is! Oh. Yeah! Yeah! Where are you going? Where are you going? You gotta get a poke! Up your butt! Max power! Maximum impact! It's Jeff in time indeed! The paralysis is here! We will use a various as well! Poke, Jeff, poke like you've never poked before! Find the butt, Jeff! It's there! Under all the machinery! Oh, he is going for the Giga Cannon! Survive, Jeff, survive! Our hopes and dreams lie with you, Jeff! Paralysis, Jeff, paralysis! Oh, he going for that punch! Where are you running? Where are you running from, Jeff? Face him like a man, Machine Raman! Good one! Good one, Jeffo! Jeff, he's stunned! The brain damage! No! The CTE! It's surfacing at the worst time! Jeff, fight it! Fight the brain damage, Jeff! You can do it, Jeff! Paralyze first, Jeff! Yes, Jeff! Move in! Move in, Jeff! Move in, Jeff! Poke him! It's your time! It's your place! It is the end! He's down! He has developed CTE as well, apparently! Dodge! The Thunder Justice was dodged! In memory of Myotismon, try! Oh, he's trying it one last time! The villain isn't going down without a fight! He ain't going down without a fight! We gotta use the premium one! Just to deflate him! Take away his hope! Take away his dignity! Give him Jeff! We've done it! It is finally over. We have beaten this nightmare. We have overwhelmed Analog Man and this cursed Machine Raman. The island will never forget the one who saved it from the terrifying, nightmarish creatures who tried to destroy it. The one they call Jeff. Well, there you have it. We've finally beaten the scariest Digimon game ever made. Truly, it was a journey filled with plenty of despair, until hope saved us and Jeff put the icing on the cake. I do hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you'd like to support me and the channel, you can do so on Patreon, where I do put up exclusive content. Or you could buy me some Pepsi or coffee too, if you prefer. If you would like to be a part of my live streams, I usually stream on weekends at around 1 PM Eastern Standard Time. And now, for a quick shout out to the wonderful members of my Patreon. Thank you, Chaos Untold, Vanilla, Blake CN1, Spider President, Yogg and Hero Emblem for your continued support. And of course, I gotta give a big shout out to my buddy McTivil. You are awesome, and I hope you never change. Thank you, McTivil, my friend. And here's an extra special shout out to the ultra amazing supporters of Nerdhood, Shamine and the Postman. Your existence is crucial for both File Island as well as this channel. Thank you, my friends. While we may have finished one story, there are plenty of more adventures waiting for us. I wonder what kind of insane journey I'm gonna go on next. That's all I have for you today. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.